Arg0.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be playing 3 rounds of GeoGuessr against normal people. However, there is a twist. I don't get to guess where I'd like to guess. This dart chooses where I guess. Essentially, I'll be throwing this dart at the flag board behind me. Wherever it lands, it's where I guess. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Round 1. Natio from Portugal. Okay, so in my opinion, this is, I would guess somewhere in Europe, Russia or Ukraine, but I don't get to choose, so let's see where the dart goes. Round 1, game 1, let's have a look. That landed in Colombia, so now let's guess in Colombia. So we're gonna have to guess in Colombia for this one. I probably wouldn't do this. I would definitely go into Europe. But Colombia's where the dart landed. It is annoying though that that dart actually doesn't stick on the board. It's just wherever it lands. Oh my, what are the chances of that? My opponent going in Panama. So it was in Kyrgyzstan? No, Kazakhstan. Cool. Okay, this is a very obvious Senegal in my eyes, but I don't get to guess there. Let's see where the dart wants to go. Like I said, I'd go in Senegal for this, but I don't get to choose. Brunei is where it landed. So now let's guess in Brunei, or Brunei, however you'd like to say it. This is not going to be very fun. Yeah, very obvious Senegal. Very obvious Senegal. But I guess it is what it is. I can't really do much. Okay. This is like Czechian and that sort of language in Hungary. Once again, I don't get to choose. I believe this is in Europe, but let's see where the dart wants to go. I think that was Libya. So now let's go in Libya. Libya obviously being Africa. Not really in Europe, I guess. And it's not really an easy round for my opponent to guess, so I could be saved here. Was Serbia, okay. I haven't done any damage to him, so this is gonna be intriguing. So this is gonna be fun if I do get some. So look at this language. I would incline to say that this is South American, but that's not going to tell me anything apparently. Yeah, probably in South America. Mexico by the short number plates. Probably a Mexico round, but this dart is going to say otherwise probably, so let's throw. I think that was Chad, so guessing in Africa. Chad, here we go. Chad on the South America. Could be worse, I guess. We could be going in Asia. Will my opponent get this? Probably not. Yep, just we did 1 damage. But yeah, pretty obvious Mexico. Short number plates was definitely part of South America, even though Mexico is part of North America. Oh, this is one of those Spanish islands, isn't it? Canary Islands or something. So, let's throw the dart. This round's probably in the Atlantic Ocean, probably one of those islands off from Africa. But this dart is going to say otherwise, isn't it? I think that landed in Bulgaria. So, dart going in Bulgaria. Not exactly where I would have guessed. I would have gone here if I got a choice. But yeah, Las Palmas probably. But yeah, I don't get to choose, so Bulgaria is where we go. Oh, where was that? It was Cape Town, South Africa. Fair, I would have not gone that. This is Tunisia. Yep, this is Tunisia. You got the French, the Arabic. But once again, I don't get to choose. So this round's probably Tunisia, but like I said, I don't get a choice. Let's see where the dart wants to go. Pretty obvious Djibouti there. So now we're guessing in Djibouti. Djibouti, it is in Africa. Won't be losing too much damage. But I think this is a pretty obvious round for my opponent to get. Nope, never mind. Okay. We're slowly doing damage. We've got the multipliers racking up. I reckon we could get to like 6 times multiplier here if we just keep making mistakes, both of us. Okay, this is Nigeria. You got the cop car following you. Basic meta. He'll probably get this. Like I said, probably in Nigeria, but let's see if my dart skills also think Nigeria. Well, tell you what, it's not Nigeria, it's Iceland. So we're going to have to go into Iceland for this. Iceland obviously being probably the most northern country in GeoGuessr apart from Russia and Canada. Yep, he was always going to get that. He got bang on as well. Bang on, Lagos even. Damn, that was a lot of damage. That was 12,000 damage. Well, we lost, but we still got 2 more rounds to do. Game 2, game 1, pretty close, pretty even. However, it came down to the last round with Nigeria and I just got beaten. Okay, this is Europe. Yep, I'm getting very Polish-Hungarian vibes. Let's see where we're going to go for this round. Going in Jordan. Jordan's where we're going. Jordan obviously being in the Middle East. This is probably in Europe, so not the best of guesses, but it's not the worst either. My opponent going in North America. 463 damage. That's a good amount of damage. That's better than what I was doing last round, so. Okay, game 2, round 2. We are in Europe again. And this is probably Serbian, I think. I would probably guess Serbia on this one, but that's probably not where we're going to go. We are going to have to go in Brazil for this, and a bit annoying. Obviously not in Brazil. Yep, that's a lot of our damage gone. Bulgaria. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay, this is Europe again. And we are... Okay, we have a flag here. Got the Swiss flag, so we're in Switzerland. Pretty easy for my opponent to guess. We are in Switzerland, but let's see if my dart skills also want to go in Switzerland. Switzerland obviously being in the bottom there. That's where I'm going to aim, but maybe not. Okay, we are going in Nigeria. Nigeria would have been pretty useful in the last round, but we are going to have to go. Why am I zooming into Switzerland? That's where I want to go. Going to have to go Nigeria. I will not be surprised if my opponent gets this. It is pretty easy. Okay. Never mind. Slowly getting some damage off him. Or her. But, not enough, it seems. Suji, Googie, whatever, .com. I'm willing to say this is just Hong Kong or Taiwan. Let's throw the dart, see where we're going to go. We are going in Haiti. Haiti it is. Probably normally where I wouldn't go, but it is what it is. Obviously, it's obvious. Obviously, I think this is probably going to be Taiwan. I mean, it could be Japan. I could just be completely wrong, but I think this is going to be Taiwan. No, it is Japan. Okay. Oh, I'm barely holding on. I am barely holding on. 162 health is what I currently have. Okay. Well, this is obvious Indian. I would go for. Let's try and aim for India then. I don't know if that was Germany or Dominican Republic, but I will go with Dominican Republic. I was aiming for India, sort of got close. I think we landed between Germany and Dominican Republic. But I'm just gonna go with Dominica. Honestly, none of them really helped me out here. We're gonna lose a good amount of damage again. Okay, not that much maybe. Don't know how my opponent's going on Spain on that one. But yeah. Okay, this is Philippines, I would say. Aiming for Philippines. Let's see if we can get it. Landed on Finland, not exactly what I was hoping for. Finland it is, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Once again, my opponent is pretty far off. Actually, it wasn't Philippines, it was Indonesia. Philippines obviously wouldn't have been such a bad guess. This is Europe, I'd say. Germany, probably. We've gone near Germany before. Try and get near there again, and let's hope for the best. Landed in Iceland again. Close to Germany, but we didn't get the end result. We landed in Iceland, which is in Europe. So we'll get a bit of points if my teammate doesn't get Germany. My teammate way closer. Way closer. It was in Slovenia, it seems. Yeah, Slovenia. That's annoying. But it is what it is when my dart skills aren't really amazing. So yeah. We're still on 0 points. We've got one more game to go. And let's hope that we can get one win. Game 3. We're versing Blinkster from Greece. Blinkster from Greece. And we are in, I would say, the UK. Yeah, we're in the UK. Aiming for the bottom on this one, but I don't know if that's exactly what I'm gonna get. And that's what I'm aiming for. Very bottom. See if I can get it. Ooh. We landed in Poland. It is obviously not in the UK, but Poland is what we got. Poland is actually closer, so that's good. Take that. Okay, we are in Buenos Aires? Buenos Aires or Santiago, one of those. I never can tell the difference between the two, but yeah. Buenos Aires or Santiago in Chile. We are aiming for Argentina or Chile on this one. Both of them being in the top section of the board. So let's see if we can get it. We landed on neither, and we actually landed on this flag. This flag being Xugga. We are going to have to guess where Xugga is founded, which is in Australia. So we're not going to get much points. Yeah, it was Santiago. That is very annoying. So yeah. This is Peru. My opponent's probably going to get this. Aiming for Peru, let's see if we can get there. And we did not get Peru, we got the Russian Federation, which is just Russia. We got Russia, probably the biggest country. I'm wondering if we can just get the tiniest tip here. And if that's going to be closer to Peru. Oh no, probably up there would have been. Yeah. Anyway, didn't lose that much damage. Which is good. Okay, this is Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Senegal, one of those four. And this time we have landed in Chile. Once again, landed on a round which would have been useful for a couple of rounds ago. We've gone Chile. It's going to be in Africa. Yep, it was Senegal. Okay, we're not out of this yet. We've got to try really hard to get our first win. Okay, this is Europe. That looks Hungarian. Aiming for Hungary. Let's see if we can get it. Hungary next to Iceland and Honduras right there. So close. We've landed in Gabon. Very close to Hungary, but we are gonna have to go in Gabon, which is, if I can remember where it is, right. No. Oh, well. Gabon was actually this one. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're out of here. That is very annoying. I was hoping to maybe get one win, but obviously not. I just need to get better at my dart skills. That's probably what it's going to come down to. 3 games, 0 wins. Comment down below if you want to see a part 2 of this. Could do it on GeoGuessr or could do it on Geotastic. Whatever you'd like, whatever's better. I don't mind. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.